Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Shenanigans. The four of you are standing outside the Shenanigans Tavern itself, having just run into each other again.
It seems one of the creatures, I couldn't track them down within the forest, but maybe we should investigate the source and care for them. Walks up to the door and knocks on it.
As he says, as I am already entering.
Which door? The Shenanigans door? Just the front door Shenanigans. Yeah, you give a knock, and then Guathir just pushes past you, opens the door, and steps on inside. You guys are inside. It's quiet and empty.
Did you ask the owners to go in?
No.
Would that not be trespass?
Well, the owner seems to be in peril, so would it not be my first duty of as a concerned citizen to help them?
You make a valid point that I can allow.
I don't care.
Yeah. You should get on the freaking not caring side. It's pretty great.
I'm saying that while I going upstairs towards the room.
Okay. You head upstairs. Anyone else following Guathir?
Yes. I want to know what's going on.
Anyone else?
Yeah, sure.
Catham. All right. Everyone heads upstairs. You can see that there's a single doorway that has light shining out from underneath it, and that sound of zapping is quite strong.
I sheath my sword and kind of from the side carefully open the door. With which several other Guathirs mirror. They also open the door.
How do all five of you open the door at the same time?
They're all like stacking up.
Yeah, they
like clipping into each other.
Yeah, the spell actually says every round they intermingle, so you can't tell which one is the real one. Mm-hmm. So,
but I'm saying you couldn't have five people open a door at the same time. There's just not enough space for everyone to gather
around. They mirror the action
around.
and then basically intermingle with me, and you can't tell anymore which is the real one.
Sure. On through the door, you see a large ovular portal. Just here. In the middle of the room.
A large portal.
That looks like magic. I look at Zen. Can you dispel magic?
Nope.
Are the owners present?
Nope.
Catherine boldly strides in front of the group and heads towards the portal.
I kind of hold it at the shoulder. What do you think you're doing? Do you think you don't want to go in there?
We should investigate this presence. Logically, as you stated, the owners may be in danger, so surely we should boldly strike forward.
I don't think they're in danger, but I'm definitely pretty curious.
Have you ever heard of Desmond before?
No.
Well, I can assure you, he or Bosch are not in trouble. Of anything that is with them is in trouble. So, first of all, you don't walk into mysterious portals just without checking first. I look at Zen. Can you detect magic?
If this isn't magical, then I don't know what is.
Well, those turkeys weren't magical. They couldn't hit you.
That's fine. They were made out of metal.
Yes, but the flames could have been magical, but they weren't.
Yeah, they weren't. So it's fine.
Maybe check. If this is not magic, then it would be quite mysterious.
It's a portal.
Gotta go with him here.
Boy, I've seen shit in silvers.
Regardless, I can't cast it today, no.
Could have just said that, but anyway. Let's check first. He kind of takes a coin out of his pocket and throws it towards the portal.
It lands. It goes through the portal and is gone.
It works as we're non-material things, non-organic things. So he kind of lets go of the paladin. Be my guest.
The paladin boldly strides forward on point, his shield ahead of him. And, well, we'll see what happens.
Guafir kind of leans over to Shag. Okay, one go that he gets it disintegrated.
I'll take those. I bet he'll be fine.
All right.
All right. Kathleen disappears into the portal.
Wait, how do we check?
You just got to go through, bud.
Well, you want to earn your gold, right? You can't push him. You can't push him. You'll go.
Yeah, I know. I try to, and then I forget. Fuck.
Tiny
wait.
kobold.
I have a good idea. I kind of pick him up. We go together.
Let me down, you piece of shit.
And I hop through the portal with him in hand.
I'm like,
All right.
I have 17 strength. Do you want to try to escape?
It's just you, Zen.
In this room?
Yep. You're alone.
He goes down to the bar, pours himself a drink.
Time to cast Dispel Magic on the portal and leave all these people stuck on the other side.
Yeah,
time to get a drink.
I don't think Zen would really go in.
All right.
He's not getting paid for this, Neal.
Okay, so what do you do, Zen?
You know, I chill.
All right.
My room
Goes
isn't this
down,
far.
pours himself a drink.
Yeah, you're chilling. Part of your chilling involves going over to the window seat and looking out.
No, I just go back to my room.
To your room? So, like, the room right next door is yours. You're just like, my room. All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sorry,
You
guys.
hear
I'm
a
mostly good at
voice
spells.
from downstairs saying,
What's
Desmond? Borsch?
Who?
Lizzie. She's downstairs calling for Desmond and Borsch.
Not much.
You can hear footsteps coming up the staircase.
Oh, God.
Desmond?
I didn't do it, Lizzie. Not my fault.
What has happened here?
Wrong.
She comes over and starts knocking on your door. Is that you, Zen?
Yeah, what's up, Lizzie? Listen, they summoned a portal and there was a chicken. All right, that's all I got. There were mechanical chickens. I didn't do it.
Desmond opened a portal to somewhere and mechanical chickens came out.
There were tiny gnomes in mechanical chickens that attacked us. I'm done for today. That's just weird enough.
And you just let him go through the portal? We have a child. He could get hurt.
No. He kicked us out of the bar. We were standing outside the bar. Chickens came flying out the window. They attacked us. Then we came back in, and we can't find him. There's a portal. The other three went in. Let them do it.
All right, let me go get my weapons. She gives a heavy sigh and heads out of the tavern.
I feel you, Lizzie. I understand.
On the other side of the portal.
Yeah.
Let me just bring up a map. Hold on, I need a map.
It's a town made of turkeys.
Okay. The three of you are in a room. It's with stone walls. The height is maybe 20 feet high. It's about 40 feet across, maybe 80 feet long. So it's kind of like a long hall with a really tall ceiling. There are benches all over the place, little bits of machinery here, there, and everywhere, and a bunch of broken mechanical turkeys on the ground, and dead gnomes everywhere.
One Cathome.
Yes, Cathome is here too.
Hell yeah, that's a gold motherfucker.
Well, I think it's lying over there.
What?
See? There on the ground.
No, hand it to me.
I go over, probably pick up the gold coin and toss through and hand it to him.
Excellent.
I don't understand.
And then I run over and like lightly punch Catham's leg. Way to not die.
I will stand boldly until my knees give out. Which may or may not be rather soon, depending on circumstances. After all, being set on fire did rather hurt. But I still have strength in me.
So, looking around, I assume this was Desmond's work. Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
Where's... He kind of looks back. The portal is still there?
Yep. For now.
He didn't go back. Anybody wants to test?
Down the corridor.
You start marching down the corridor?
Oh, god damn.
Don't we want to wait for the other wizard? I didn't catch his name.
It's weird. Actually, did that motherfucker not go through with us?
Should we follow him, or do we want to wait here? You could toss a coin.
What are you guys doing? You're here in this room, this hall.
Just a moment. Do you have something to write with? Some chalk or anything?
I've got some pocket sand.
Good enough. Connar?
And I'll like sprinkle an a decently large arrow with pocket sand.
Is there? Oh wait, Neal. Is there any wind or gusts?
Nope.
In here?
It's still.
Yep. All right. Just so anybody who follows that direction.
And then I'll stop and I'm like, wait, we could have just arranged the bodies in an arrow.
True. All right, let's do that.
Yep.
We arrange
I'll,
the bodies.
Pick up as much of the pocket sand and put it back in my pocket.
We arrange the body. While he is marching on, we just arrange the bodies and turn arrow pointing where we are going. All right.
I'm satisfied with this. Let's go see where that idiot's going.
Oh, and also while we're going, I have that magical dagger. Remember when Desmond gave us a bunch of daggers for everyone? Sure. Can I use that to kind of carve arrows the way we're going?
In the stone? Magical. No. I mean, given sufficient amount of time, yes, but you can't. It's not just like doot doot arrow. It'd be like all right, hammer and knife and.
All right.
It'd be a time-consuming process.
Yeah, and I don't have anything to mark it with. Nope.
What are you doing? Stop trying to carve into stone with a dagger.
I thought the magic in the dagger would... anyway.
Yeah, you use a chisel for that.
Yes, but I don't have a chisel.
Should have thought about that.
Well, I didn't know we would need one. Anyway, let's go. At least we're not at a crossroads yet, or juncture.
All right, you head down the juncture to the door at the end. It is gnome-sized, with a much larger door built around it. But the handle for the much larger door is still down at gnome height. And we're not talking regular Cogwrench Hammer bench gnome height. We're talking like forest gnome height. And forest gnomes are tiny little critters. They're like, you know,
this
maybe a foot tall at most.
Like this?
Yeah.
Foot's a little more than that, but yeah. Like a little less than a third of a meter.
Cathlum will kneel down to about that handle height and knock on the door.
Dude, you're so fucking polite, and I just go over and open the door.
You lean down and open the small door or the big door? Because you're a kobold, you could fit through either one.
Yeah, but he's the one knocking on probably the big door, so I open the big door.
Okay. In the room beyond, you see utter carnage. Hundreds of gnomes lie dead all over the place. There are burn marks and scorch marks everywhere. There are all sorts of broken machinery and ropes and ties and crossbows, and there's like a big axe hanging from the ceiling, just kind of dangling back and forth on like a pendulum, and there's some other axes that failed to deploy from the ceiling, and now they're just kind of stuck at an awkward angle.
Is there a chisel?
There's no chisel.
Well, this is why you don't teleport Desmond into your base.
The man seems highly effective. I guess these evil creatures got what they deserved. After all, invading a civil realm is not a good action.
To be fair, they did punch through a window in Shenanigans, so it could also be the tavern that did this.
Maybe.
Really? How powerful is such a creation? Is it some sort of magical artifact?
You know, just punch a window out in Shenanigans.
It's made of
you will
pure
see.
plutonium. You can't escape plutonium.
Smashing a window would be wanton vandalism. That would be a criminal act.
Actually, you could say
Okay.
the house is a paladin's dream in that regard.
Paladin's tree?
Dream.
Oh, dream. Very well.
The path of carnage continues down this hall, but you notice there's also a ladder on the right side that goes up to a hatch in the ceiling.
Is it like a tiny ladder?
It's not very wide. You could probably do it one hand over the foot. You know, it's like a ladder's only about yay wide, so you could technically climb it. It would just be a little awkward, but doable.
Sure, I'll climb it.
And
see
it's
what's
of
going on.
gnomish make, so you know it's a quality ladder that's not going to break under your weight.
I mean, he's a kobold anyway, so.
Right.
Yeah, sure. I'll climb it.
Okay.
By the way, how's this place lit?
That's a good question. It appears to be lit from a series of magic rocks that have been, what do we call it, mortared into the walls in sort of like a mosaic fashion, so like shining rocks everywhere.
Continual light rocks. Any luck with that hatch?
Yeah, can I open the hatch?
You do. You toss open the hatch. It is the outside world up here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you are in some sort of rolling hills with lush, jungly undergrowth and a few tall trees that have great coverage. It feels like a tropical area. It's quite hot and humid.
Excellent. I'm going to shut the hatch and go
right.
back down the ladder.
You come back down inside.
It's outside. Outside.
What
No.
kind of surroundings?
Hot. Tropical. Very, very green.
You're thinking about what
Real-
kind of area on the continent
Real-
would that be?
Real
What
humid.
What country would that be equal to? Not Dracus,
You've never
right?
seen a place like you don't know what he's talking about. You've never been to a tropical area.
It's really hot, really grown, really humid. It's nasty.
So it's not
Defies
Dracus.
understanding.
I suppose we can just follow the conch then.
Yeah, that's usually a good. I mean, it looks-
So, Mr. Paladin, I think Desmond went that way. Can just follow the dead bodies.
Cathelm continues to forge ahead on point. Shield ahead of him in case something blasts flame gouts at him, hoping his shield that's nearly as tall as him might provide him some protection.
You're at 3 HP
Yeah.
and you're taking point.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
19 against missile, +1 for sword and shield spec. So 20 against missile.
5 from chain and 3 from shield. Do you have a tower shield?
Yeah. Big 4 against missile. So
Coolio.
By the way, Neal,
What's up?
I will accompany Lizzie on the way in.
Yeah, she's gonna take a while to get her shit together.
That's fine.
All right, so you guys continue down the passageway, and the next room is just a mess of stairs. It looks like some sort of complicated, confusing stairwell direction. There's stairs going in all sorts of ways to doors above, doors below, doors on the sides. It looks like a Escher painting.
You know, we've seen an artist in Silvers makes a painting like this before. He was kicked out of the community. That was too pretentious. I mean, really, who would want to look at something like this?
Well, that's neat and all, but do you know how to get through this?
Sadly. Well, we could just try going around the stairs. Sadly, I don't know a spell that could let me climb them. Just on the walls. Have to get that one.
All right, I'll follow what looks like it has the most bodies along the way, if there are any.
Yes, just follow the bodies, Mr. Paladin.
I mean, at this point, there's not a clear path of destruction. There's maybe 20 doors you could go through.
I proceed to start knocking on each one.
I'm okay with them knocking on.
The first door you knock on, you hear a voice coming from the other side.
What does the voice say?
Gobbledygook, you took.
Well met. Have you seen a human? We're trying to return them to their residence.
Bobbledy boop de doo.
It sounded like a yes.
Thank you for your time. Goes to the next one.
All right, you make your way over towards the next one when the tiny door kicks open, and there is a gnome with a heavy crossbow locked and loaded, and takes a
So it's
shot at you.
actually only like this big.
Hold on, yeah, they're smaller, even smaller than normal gnomes. There can't be a heavy crossbow.
Well, it's heavy crossbows relative to the size of the creature.
Okay, so he's wheeling out a ballista.
He's got like
tiny toy ballista.
He's got like a heavy crossbow for him, which for you guys would be like a hand crossbow or maybe a light crossbow at best.
A kid's toy crossbow, your first crossbow, kid.
Yep. And he goes to fire it. Weapon has to make a saving throw to see if it will actually function because it's the ultra heavy.
He kicks on the door. Weapon explodes in his face.
There's no explosions, Bastian. We already talked about this.
Oh yeah, then what does it do, Neal?
I am looking it up to see if it passed its
It
saving
shoots
throw.
backwards into his chest.
The description says, weapon explodes.
No, the what do you call them? The string kind of slips and goes up over the arrow and goes like out and then snaps back and hits the gnome in the face, leaving a big
Just
bright
decapitate
red
him.
strike across his face.
Why not just decapitate him?
That would be ridiculous. Ridiculous, Bastian.
Redonkulous.
I mean, it could also just burst.
I just told you what it did. We can roll initiative now. His surprise attack has failed. The gnome rolls a 2 on his initiative roll.
Oh, by the way, Neal, I sent you a better token for.
God damn it. So bad.
Cathelm from wheel. Declaring aloud. A stare protects. Creature, put down your weapon or face this. Has a big sword.
I don't think he understands you.
Did you guys all roll initiative? I don't see
I
any
did.
initiative rolls.
I did.
I rolled initiative.
I see an 11 from
Yeah.
Cathlum, and that's it.
I rolled an 11 as well.
How do you only see...
Well, look at the... If you look at the stream, you'll see that I just see Cathlum's rolls and no one else's.
You should
Okay,
see mine
so
because
Neal,
it says to GM.
Are you looking through spectator?
Yeah. I was. There's no Zen here. It's 11, 11, and 11 for the players. Wow! Congratulations, players! You all go at the same time.
We just Julius Caesar him all at the same time.
No, because the gnome just steps back through the doorway and shuts the door, and you can hear like a bolt, 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 lock, chain, link, chink, clink.
What kind of door is it? Is it
It's a wooden door? It's a regular, everyday wooden door. It's definitely not booby-trapped.
Catherine walks up to the door with the back heel of his sword, knocks on the door and says, Gnome, you should seek repentance for your actions. That's text.
Is this guy for real right now?
Could just kick open the door.
That would cause we have another objective to complete. And this thing has sealed its door, and that will take us away from our primary objective. We can return that to a later date. And go to the second door. Knock, knock, knock.
No reply from this door.
Third door.
No reply.
Fourth door.
No reply.
This is starting to hurt.
You could just try opening them.
Nope.
Seventh door.
Nope.
Eighth door.
How about we just see if there's any reply on any door he knocks
Ninth
instead
door.
of going.
Nope.
10th door. Greetings, creature of this residence. We are looking for a human. Have you seen one?
I'm going to stand next to the door, like sword raised.
Very well, and Catherine, this time he does back up, looking towards the door, just in case something does shoot a crossbow bolt at him, so his shield's in the way.
You're waiting. And the door kicks open, and Gnome comes out with a heavy crossbow and takes a shot at you.
Attack Neal. I said I readied myself to strike down.
Yeah. Go ahead and make your sword attack.
A 10.
It hits the crossbow.
Thunk. Straight through the crossbow.
Give me a damage roll.
Oh yeah. It did a crossbow. Plus 2. It's 7 points of damage to the tiny crossbow.
You break the crossbow before it can get its shot off. The gnome lets go of the crossbow and steps back inside the house and shuts the door.
But did not lock it. Right?
I mean, you're recovering your blow. Maybe it's locked, maybe it's not locked. It's definitely not the, like, milt-eye lock that's happening at the other door.
Catherine walks back up to the door, knocks on it again and says, "You remember to repent and seek redemption for your actions." Goes to the 11th door.
No reply.
You know, you should, if you're...
12th door.
You should go through with your threats, really.
The 12th door just kind of opens as you knock on it.
Perfect. Let's go into that one.
Hello.
Inside of this one, you see Borscht. He is sitting with a big roast turkey on his lap, not even a plate. About half the turkey's gone, and he's got like a drumstick in his hand, and his head is sort of lulled back. The drumstick's just resting on his chest, and he's sort of kind of asleep, maybe. He's just resting his eyes for a few minutes.
So, we have come to recover you from the dominion of these creatures. Hello?
I think he's asleep. I kind of walk up and slap Borscht on the shoulder.
He kind of shakes his head a bit and points the turkey leg at you threateningly and says, "Gobbledygookaback! Hakaruck!"
Borscht, it's us.
Who are you?
We are patrons of... You have unleashed some of these gnomes upon the city, you know that.
It's delicious.
What happened?
He came for lunch. It was good.
You know...
He gets up and hitches up his pants, takes his turkey leg and looks around and goes, "Where's Desmond?"
Well, we are looking for him.
Oh.
There's a portal in Shenanigans.
He gets down on his hands and knees and starts to crawl through the little tiny door. He gets stuck partway through. It becomes painfully obvious that he absolutely needs help to get through this doorway and that he cannot get through it on his own.
Let me roll a strength check, Neal.
Yeah,
Well,
but Captain is more than willing to help as well.
With some pushing and some pulling, you can pop him through the door. He gets back to his feet, picks his turkey leg up off the ground, and goes, "All right, I'm headed home. See you guys around."
Are you sure you don't want to look for Desmond? Because what if Lizzie finds out about this?
Well, how could she find out?
Well, if she looks for Desmond, for example.
Sounds like something who has out-of-game knowledge would say.
Well, I don't say I didn't warn you. If you accidentally run into her at the entrance, that would be perfect comedic timing.
Who's Lizzie?
Oh, she's Desmond's wife.
Oh, okay.
She's also the one. If she enters the tavern, be ready to actually pay for your drinks and food.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
She's the buzz.
Well, I wouldn't cross her. She would kill you. Without hesitation.
Shit.
Yep. Well, anyway, so you're fine. Did you see where Desmond went, perchance?
Oh, I passed out.
Too much turkey?
We saw.
Mm-hmm.
Can you?
Are you sure it was too much turkey or wasn't just too much carbohydrates? Like your flours and breads and mashed potatoes and stuff.
Mashed potatoes. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're good.
I'm gonna go make some bacon mashed potatoes.
Well,
Hey,
you
bro,
do that.
save some for me, please.
Perchance, do you have a healing potion?
No way.
What if I pay you to save some for me?
I'm rich, bitch. I don't need money. I'm Borscht. All I need is more potatoes.
Borscht, do you perchance have a healing potion on you?
He looks at you like you're talking crazy talk, and without replying really to anything, saunters off towards the portal.
He's got a turkey leg. That heals the soul.
Just assume Borscht has like 20 con and regens. Like, he doesn't need a healing potion.
14th door.
Oh my God.
What about the
There's only
13th?
6 more. I did say that one already.
Ah, very well.
15th door.
I'm gonna check all of them, Neal.
He's going, yeah. He's going
Nope,
to check
no
all
response at door 15.
16th door.
Empty as well.
17th door.
Nope, that's 3 ones in a row though. That's impressive.
18th door.
Nope.
19th door.
Nope.
20th door, the final door.
Nope. By now, you guys have spent maybe half an hour searching this place. Not maybe half an hour. 15, 20 minutes searching this place. And we're going to flip back to Zen on the other side of the portal, back in Shenanigans. Zen, you're in your room.
Yeah, I'm just going to go outside of my room and wait for Lizzie.
Okay. It's been about half an hour. Lizzie returns. She's geared up. She's got a metal breastplate on. She's got chainmail limbs coming off of that. She's got a longsword strapped to her side. She's got a longbow over her back with a quiver of arrows at her hip. A length of rope tied over her back as well. She's got a pair of handcuffs dangling from the non-sword side of her hip. A buckler shield attached to the sword side of the hip, kind of like over the sheath and sword. A couple of daggers. Some lockpicks tucked into one of her boots. She gives you a look and says, "You coming with me?"
Yeah, sure. I'll go with you. Will enlarge help?
I don't know. I have no idea where we're going.
Okay. Fair enough.
Excellent. And the two of you proceed to enter the portal.
And run into Borscht.
Okay. You guys find yourself out in on a hill. Grassy, green, vibrant hill with mosquitoes buzzing around and the sun beating down on you, but protected by the layer of tree cover above.
So, that's me and Lizzie?
Yep, you and Lizzie.
Uh-huh.
You expect it to be somewhere else?
Got him.
Whatever.
She looks about.
Odd.
Shit. We should go home.
Really?
There aren't a lot of jungles. The few ones that there are, it's better we're not here.
Okay. Back through the portal.
Yep, she walks back through the portal. You walk back through the portal. You're back in Shenanigans. She looks over at you and says, thanks for coming with me.
Yeah. I'm gonna poke my head through again just to make sure it's still the jungle.
Yep, you poke your head back through. It's still the jungle.
Huh. Wonder where they went off to.
Yeah, I don't know. Desmond found this, what did he call it? Portalish? It opens portals to generally the area you want, but maybe not exactly. Gets you like in the ballpark. But it's a little spazzy. So it's probably wouldn't find him. I'm sure he'll be okay.
Alrighty then.
But she goes over to a broom closet, pulls out a broom and hands it to you and says, when he comes back through here, I want you to take this and whap him across the back with it the moment he steps through that portal.
I'm sorry, I'm not suicidal.
You can tell him I told you to do it. He'll forgive you.
I don't think I'll live that long.
She takes the broom from you, just stands there, broom over her head, and waits.
Okay.
And then while she's waiting, she says, so, I haven't seen you around in a while. What have you been up to?
Drinking.
I drank a lot.
Did you pay for any of it?
And transmorphized liquids, whatever the thing's called.
So you're just stealing from the bar?
No, I pay rent.
Okay. But you're stealing drinks?
No, I turn water into drinks.
That's not how it goes. You know, if you make a copy of something, even if you leave the original behind, that's theft.
No, I bought the original rum. Now I have
the
rum.
DCMA laws say that creating copies of content is still theft.
If there are no explosions, there's no whatever the fuck that is.
DCMA?
There's no explosions, no DCMA, Neal. Can't pull that.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Also, nobody can prove that it is a copy.
It's still piracy. Zen is now a pirate, a rum pirate.
I don't think he is.
You are pirating rum from them.
I am not pirating rum from them.
How is this any different than torrenting a film? You're taking the original, making duplicates of it, and then keeping the duplicates for yourself without paying people for the original copy. You are taking what they made
for the
and
original copy, and then just filled my entire hard drive with copies of the film without distributing.
That's actually legal, Neal. So.
No, because you're consuming it rather than.
Right, I filled my entire hard drive with the copies, and I'm watching each individual cop level.
Neal, it would be illegal if you were to sell the alcohol. That would be illegal. But if you just...
If you were to share it with anyone else.
No.
Is it illegal to watch a movie when...
it's illegal to pirate a movie.
Is it illegal?
Yes, it's illegal to not pay for it originally, but...
Neal, it is legal to buy a movie and then copy it for yourselves. You're just not allowed to share the copies.
Anyway, you guys back on the other side of the portal. So you've knocked on all the doors. 2 gnomes answered and tried to shoot you with a crossbow, and that's it.
And 2 gnomes regretted that.
What are you gonna do?
Well,
we need to just start opening doors.
I look through the door Borscht came out from. Is there another hallway or just a room?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
I look through the door Borscht came out of.
It's a
Yeah.
kitchen.
Is there another door leading out of the kitchen?
Nope. It's just a kitchen door. There's a lot of food in here, a lot of dry goods, a couple of live turkeys, and the one roast turkey that Borscht has mostly left behind.
Paladin, if you want to look a bit healthier, maybe eat some turkey.
I will refrain from indulgence until this job is over. Maybe we should return and defend the portal. After all, if our esteemed owner of Shenanigans is to return, he must return through there. It seems we might end up running the loop. So maybe we should protect that instead. An easier objective to defend for our primary objective.
Well, that's your way. And he kind of reaches in and grabs, with a handkerchief and grabs maybe some of the turkey and tastes it.
Mm-hmm.
How is it?
It's delicious. It's really, really good. It's the right level of moistness. You know how if you overdo your turkey, it can get a little bit dry, and that border between a juicy turkey and a dry turkey is surprisingly difficult to hit properly. This is a nice, tender, juicy turkey.
I mean, I don't know if Borscht did this, but if it was the gnomes, some credit to them. They know how to cook a turkey. Anyway, please continue.
Clank, 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 right down the hallway.
Where are you heading? What is your...
Right down towards the pool.
Pool?
Portal, where
portal,
we
to the portal, got it. You arrive back at the portal.
So wait, Shag is opening doors while he's going back?
Something like that. Opening doors. What are you smiling at, Neal?
The gentleman in boxers walking back and forth behind you.
Oh. Bro.
Brah.
Those are shorts.
Brah. It's fine. Okay, so Shag, where are you going?
Yeah, I'm just gonna frickin' just start. The door we were at when we had the conversation, we're gonna open it, see what happens.
That you had the conversation at?
I assume we just had that conversation by the last door. I was like, all right, no.
Okay, so you just open the last door that...
Yeah.
It looks like a personal house. You see some bedrooms. You see all sorts of schematics tacked up on the walls with drawings all over them. Give me a perception check while you scout around this place.
No, not 2. Boom.
Maybe with a little bit of horror, you realize that these schematics are all part of one larger thing. There's this design over here for what looks like a claw with extending spikes that come out and forth, and over here there's schematics for a jaw that can move but then has hydraulics to help it shut and close more strongly. And as you piece it together, you realize these are schematics for a giant mechanical dragon.
Find anything?
Yeah. I'm gonna start taking them down.
Why did your voice break like that?
Painted on the wall behind the schematics is the shape of a dragon. You can take off the notes that are attached to the foot here, or the lungs over here, or the mouth over there.
Wait.
Yeah, I'll just start taking them off and just slowly roll them up. These can come in handy someday.
Mm-hmm. You know what? You know what came into my mind? We are somewhere. You said jungle, right? Outside.
Welcome to the jungle.
And this building made by gnomes. Could it be that we are a gnome?
No, we're in a place. We are not in a gnome.
No, on gnome. It's on
gnome. Okay. I heard something. My bad.
That would be unfortunate. Maybe you should. Our paladin fellow has gone back down the hallway. Apparently, maybe you should head back.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
I assume Desmond is fine.
Yeah, this is fine. But yeah, let's look in the other places first. So yeah, I take like all the schematics, like roll them up, and put them in my bag. Like this is kind of neat. And I also search for any wealth.
What did you find there?
Oh my god, there's so much wealth around here. There's all sorts of scrap metal, and a surprising amount of it is steel.
I start taking the steel, like, boys, we just got paid.
Do you need help carrying that?
Oh, you bet your socks I'm gonna need help with something. Like, come out with like a lump of steel, and it's like, this is some quality steel right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is
It
actually.
is.
I kind of look at it. This looks like. Is it what I think it is? A sword made out of this might be a.
Like I said, we just got paid.
Do I hear elation coming down the corridor, like these people screaming in celebration?
You hear celebration coming
Oh, yeah.
down
I mean,
the hallway
probably
He
towards you.
hears Shag celebrating.
So they hear like a shout come down the hallway. Have you found him?
No.
Yes, you should
Uh,
come back.
I grab as much of the scrap steel as I can. I was like, all right, let's go raid another
Krob's
one.
back.
Hey, guess what you are today, Mr. Paladin?
What am I, a helper?
You're a pack mule. And then I'm going to go to the next door down the line, and I'll like slowly open it and peek inside. After, of course, I've pulled all the scrap metal out.
Oh, by the way, Allied, we haven't found Desmond.
So I was called back because you have liberated material from evil creatures, or
Well,
you need
call it
protection?
reparations for our troubles and the injuries.
I'm scrounging freaking funds so we can continue to survive. It's called scrounging. Don't you guys know?
Shag just
Okay.
walks up to the paladin and starts piling gear in his house. Like, I have no idea what's going on here. How do I
So-
deal with this situation?
Do you
These
you
are
also
all-
take the scrap metal, Paladin? I mean, this is a moral
He's
conundrum
not
here.
taking it.
These
No,
are
I'm
Not like
reasonably
helping-
evil creatures, and they're all dead, and this is their lair.
And
But
like as
there's
he's staring, it's
still
like, this is
people-
my property now. You're just helping me carry it back.
the paladin is confused about what's going on here. It's like,
Let's tell this. This is steel, very, very valuable, and we are taking it as repayment for the troubles and injuries caused to us.
and you are donating the reasonable tithe to the church or a charitable organization.
I look at Guathir and I just say, yes.
I can if he gives me like the go.
I, like,
Yes,
look
of
at him.
course we will
Yes.
once we get back, but we
Of
will need
course.
help carrying all this to the
Yeah.
church.
As long
And
as
then
a
I run to the
reasonable
next one
tithe
and then-
goes to the
Oh,
church
oh,
and charitable organizations to assist the people of Berkshire for the criminal damage dealt to them, that is sufficient dealings for me to assist
yeah,
you in.
Yeah,
I think
sure,
there's
whatever.
there's this kobold in town that tries to establish a church of Warasi. I would love to pay them the tithe.
And then
I
I
am
open up the next
joking.
door.
Of course, God damn it.
Neal, I open up the next door with the bulk of my body behind the door.
Like,
It is a well, only a well. There are all sorts of like, what do you call them? Like axles that go across the top of the well with different sorts of ropes or chains attached to buckets and cranks on them. So like up to 10 people can use the well at once with this clever system of cranks. As long as you crank at the exact right time and your cranks are going in synchronicity, because if they're slightly off, they're going to run into each other and you're going to have to undo it all. But if everyone times their cranks properly, 10 people could draw water from this well at once.
But one person couldn't.
One person could as well. You just have to hold things properly, and it would be a little awkward, but you could do it.
What are the chains made out of?
Steel.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm gonna go up to each one. I'm gonna like start like bring the chain up and just gonna start undoing the chain.
how much steel are we actually piling up outside of these doors?
You are going to be able to recover as much steel as you can theoretically carry.
Okay, let's actually look at my weight. Well,
Yep. Figure out how much you can carry.
I can carry about 50 pounds of steel without being encumbered in any way.
All right.
Right now.
You can carry 50 pounds. That'll probably fill up your backpack anyway. I think your containers are going to be the limiting option here, not your
I can
max
carry
I'd
rest.
probably fill the
stuff.
backpack with the chain and all that because the chain is easier to store in the backpack.
Chain is easy, yeah.
Yep.
Well-
I can carry up to 65 more pounds to be completely encumbered. So probably what I'm going to do is grab like 2 big things and start dragging them.
30 pounds of my weight allow, and anything beyond that is going into encumbrance. Of
Yep. Cool. So
100 pounds.
after we've got like all these chains and stuff, and I'm like dragging some big piece behind me, I'm like, all right, next door.
So how many pounds do we have? We have 50 plus, what was it from Kefim?
30.
30.
And I'm dragging something that's like 50 pounds. So that
All
way,
right,
if I-
Okay, so
It's
we have
about
like
now.
130 pounds of steel.
And this is when you hear the sound of something squeaking, followed by the oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, Borscht, we gotta go! Run, Borscht!
All right,
run!
that is our cue. That's our cue. Let's head back.
and shit.
Yeah.
He immediately starts running back to the portal. The
Captain-
voice is coming
Captain-
from where?
Catherine
Sorry.
will say, Borscht has already moved towards the portal.
Who the fuck are you guys? Get out of here! Run! Oh my
Yeah,
god, run! The
Guathir-
dragon's coming! It's a big green dragon! Run, everybody!
Neal, Guathir, as soon as he heard Desmond like crying, oh shit, he was running towards the portal.
So
And
the
this is
party
why-
runs back towards the portal. You go into the next room. You see Desmond like going down the staircase as quickly as possible, while a large green dragon claw like reaches down through the ladder or through the trap door, grabs the ladder, rips it off the wall. Desmond falls like 20 feet to the ground below, taking 10 damage. Lands with an oof. Gets back up. You notice he's got a live turkey under one arm and his sword in the other hand, and he's just running for the portal.
Yeah. I'm like,
Catherine
oh hi, Desmond.
taking the rear guard.
Yeah, no, Guathir like runs up to him.
Well, in the
Oh
rear
hi,
guard.
Desmond. We were looking for you.
Go! Portal!
Yeah.
You can see behind
Yeah.
you the dragon's ripped open the ceiling. Light is starting to shine
yeah.
through.
Running through the portal.
You guys can all pop through the portal.
Perfect.
This is getting nailed as he gets through.
Yep.
should we-
Zen,
should-
you're on the other side of the portal. You
Should we
see
close that?
Borscht come through the portal, and Lizzie immediately cracks him on the head with the stick. Borscht holds his head and stumbles and said, I don't know how Guathir predicted this. Ah! Some minutes later, Desmond comes on through, and Lizzie cracks him over the head with the broom as well. And then comes on through Guathir, who Lizzie cracks over the head with the broom as well.
Wait, roll to hit.
Yep, cracks you over the head, but since you made me roll the hit, I'm also going to roll for damage.
It's a broom, Neal. So.
Yeah, it's a broom. It's a club, basically, wielded by Lizzie, who's a fucking badass. So you will take 3 points of damage
Ow!
as you get cracked over the head. Next
Wow,
coming
I really-
through is
I jumped through, get cracked on that. Wow, I really predicted that right, didn't I?
Shag. You're next, but you're way short. So Lizzie actually misses you. She goes to crack you on the head, but you're just too short, and it's just
Oh
like,
yeah, I'm so small, and she's like, pew.
what the hell was that? And then finally the paladin comes through, and Lizzie cracks you over the head as well with the broom.
So as Catherine comes through, he will what he's got in his like pole on his territory. He will like drop to the floor and turn. So he's probably getting nailed in the back because there's a thing chasing them, right?
Right, but it's an overhead blow, so it's the top of your head that's getting hit one way or the
Uh,
other.
Desmond, should we close that?
Desmond's walking around holding his head going, ow! Jesus Christ, Liz, what the hell?
Desmond, the dragon.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. He
Yeah,
reaches
it's
into his pocket, and there's a click, click, and the portal goes boo, boo, boo. And as it shrinks to about yay big,
By the way, I'm
a
Not standing in front
green
of it.
claw reaches through. And we're going to take a break, and when we come back from our break, we're going to
shit.
deal with this issue. See you guys on the other side.